stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be complete to Cook. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Austin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Being chased out left.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Now Taylor on 1st down. He's going to loft this one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Let's go. Hey, 55.
On second down and 4. Taylor, that's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyrod Taylor, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Luck's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Taylor, operating from the gun. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Now Taylor, out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On the ground, Kamara. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. It's complete to Grant. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Check safety, check safety.
To throw again on second down. Taylor. And Thomas has it. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Taylor now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. To throw is Taylor. Dancing. Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Taylor, but he finds Cook. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First down, Cowboys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
First down, Dallas.
Prescott off play action. Letting one fly deep for Coop. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Watch the curl.
Taylor now. From the gun, he'll throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Taylor to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. They'll roll him out right. Thomas has got it. Complete. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Throwing again on second down. Taylor. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. first half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to regain the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
6 man.
Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw again on second down. Taylor flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Kamara, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Check, 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 check. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. 66, pull it, half. Off, off. Let's go, run it.
From the gun, Taylor. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
Ready, ready.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Hatchet, hatchet.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. This is Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run with Hines. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The 35-yard line. A gain of a yard. And a Cowboy 1st down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit. Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it? And this is caught. It's Cooper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Prescott from the gun. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Caught by Cobb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
March 47. March 47. It's going to be a long day.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. A breakaway from Michael Thomas. 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there. And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call. Another try after the first down sack. Taylor. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it? Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football. And Old Metal and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. So how about that for a momentum switch? We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out of the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a play at this point in the game. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Prescott to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Come on, Reed. That's trash. That's trash.
Throwing now is Taylor, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Taylor. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You got it.
Leighton Vander Esch on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
That's it. Big hit.
So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This will be from 53 for the win. This looks good. It is good. He hits it from 53 yards out. And Bourbon Street